John, how did you meet Evan?
We met on the first day of kindergarten at Gill Elementary.
I met him in high school. We've had a couple of classes together.
We actually met this year in SA.
Freshman year of high school.
We met in Enclosure.
Describe your relationship with Evan.
I guess he was a pretty cool guy, kind of annoying, but cool. To be honest, I didn't know him all that well. We were just put in this group together. I really didn't even want to be in his group. There were a lot of better people I could have been with in his class.
I prefer not to hang around with him that much. I mean, I've heard he can get mad for no reason. I don't know, I just didn't like the guy. Sign group projects are always the worst, because I knew I just ended up doing all the work. I've heard him talking about how he wasn't really planning on doing much work for this movie project we're supposed to do. So, I don't know. I just didn't really talk to him.
I mean, I guess we're kind of more acquaintances than anything, but ever since he started dating Rachel, who is like one of my best friends, we got to know each other pretty well. I mean, he's a cool kid, and he treats Rachel right.
Well, what can I say? He was the love of my life. I'm going to be attending Michigan State next year, and he's going to OCC. I will be seeing him every weekend. Well, I would have, and I don't know what I'm going to do without him.
He's always been a good friend to me, and I've been a good friend to him. I know everything about him, what he likes to do, favorite food, even the girls he likes. There's one girl in particular, though, Rachel. They've been dating for about 3 months now, and I've seen less and less of him since then. He takes up a lot of his time, and I'm not a fan of it, but I knew we'd be getting a solid week up north this summer together. We go up north, for about a week every summer, and it's just us hanging out. Because we're not doing that this year. I'm going to miss him.
Did you know Evan was dating Rachel?
Yeah, everyone knows. She's all he ever talks about.
Were you jealous of Rachel's relationship with Evan?
Why would I be jealous? I have my own boyfriend.
Was your boyfriend an enemy of Evan's?
I'm not sure my boyfriend even knows Evan.
Did you notice any changes in his behavior prior to Evan's death?
Why would I know? I never paid any attention to him, other than Rachel's always over him.
How well do you know Rachel?
Okay. We both went to middle school together at Dunkel.
Have you ever had feelings toward Rachel?
Not really. I never really thought about it that way.
What was Rachel and Evan's relationship like?
They were always together. I mean, I never really heard them fight, but I'm sure they had their disagreements.
Were you ever jealous of their relationship?
I mean, I'd get angry at Rachel if she'd make plans with me, and then at the last second, she'd blow me off to hang out with Evan, and it gets really annoying, and she's been doing it a lot lately.
Do you have any ideas why someone would want Evan dead?
Dead? No. But I know he kind of has a reputation for being kind of annoying, but I don't really see that as a motive to kill someone.
Have you and Evan ever had a serious argument?
Not serious, only when he wears really embarrassing outfits, and when he always hangs out with John and goes off-roading and blows me off. I mean, I should be his first priority, right?
What was your relationship with Evan's best friend, John?
I really liked the kid. He was a really good influence on Evan. He always kept him in line. Our families are really close, and we always used to text it when me and Evan had problems.
Did you ever suspect that Evan might be cheating on you?
No, never. He was my everything. We were in love. He would never do that.
Have you and Evan ever had an argument?
We had an argument a few weeks ago over Rachel, but it wasn't anything that big.
Why were you fighting over Rachel?
Rachel had kind of come on to me before. I told Evan about it. He didn't believe me, and he accused me of trying to steal Rachel from him. So.
What's your relationship with Rachel today?
We're really close friends, actually. I help her with any problems she used to have with Evan, and our families are pretty tight, so we're at each other's houses a lot.
Would you ever consider dating Rachel?
Nah, not when he was my best friend's girl. But now that he's gone, who knows? It's very.
Did Evan have any enemies?
No, Evan was a really good guy. Sure, some people thought he was, rude or loud or obnoxious, but no one really hated him. If anything, everyone thought he was pretty funny, and he was always cracking jokes in class.
What were you doing during the minute of darkness?
I remember as I was just kind of wandering around in the darkness, filling up for a light switch. I ran into somebody, though. I don't know who.
I stood there waiting for someone to turn the lights on. Stupid house didn't even have any power. I was searching my purse for my cell phone but I found it. I had a text and forgot to use it as a light.
I remember I was standing next to Rachel and the lights went out, and I just started freaking out.
Well, Laura was standing next to me, and I was searching around for a candle, and then I lit it with the lighter in my pocket.
I was crawling around on the floor trying to find the lantern, but, as soon as I got to it, the light was on and Rachel was next to me.
Tell me what you saw when the lights came back.
I saw Evan laying there dead, obviously. Rachel was crying.
Did you see anything else?
Yeah, his friend John was trying to comfort Rachel.
I don't really know, but somehow I got the farthest away from the group. When I came back, I saw Rachel and John just looking over at somebody, and it was Evan, but I thought he was passed out. I didn't know he was dead.
I saw Evan was on the ground, so I bent over to check his pulse, and nothing. He was pretty much dead.
My beloved boyfriend was dead. A piece of glass was sticking out of his chest. I didn't even know what to think. I just broke down crying.
If I die young, bury me inside